All right, so good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. This is Twist Gaming, where you get to play board games with us. We are coming to you live here from the PhD Speed Gaming event in Chicago, bringing you all the cool board game coverage throughout the day. And we are joined with another familiar face here, Tony from Arcane Wonders. How you doing today, Tony?
Thanks for having me again. I'm doing great.
So, Tony, I know we showed off Senshi a little bit at Gammon. I see you brought it to the table here today, but you got some final components that we're showing off today.
Yeah, so today we have the final production version of Senshi, and we're going to actually play a two-player game right out of the box. So we're going to show how easy it is to just take the box, open it up, and play a game.
Fantastic.
I also have Critical Mass here. We're not going to go over it today, but I just want to remind everyone that it is coming end of July, and it's the next Dice Tower Essentials game, 2 core box sets, $24.99, and we are really excited about it, but we will be talking about it with Twist Gaming in the near future. So
stay tuned for more info on that, guys.
Okay, so without further ado, Senshi. 1999 launch date is June 25th, so it's coming right up, and we will be selling it at Origins Game Fair.
Oh, fantastic.
So, and it is available to all retailers. If there is anyone needs a demo copy or anything, just to get a hold of me through the Arcane Wonders website, arcanewonders.com.
Fantastic.
So, we're going to open it up, and first thing you'll notice, you get the little rule book. And
I'm assuming you know how to play this, though. We're not going to have to go.
Yes, we're not going to have to do. Actually, I'm going to check one rule.
Okay.
And it's a setup rule because you take out tiles based on the number of players. So it's 2 to 4 players. For 2 players, you'll have 16 stacks of tiles, and that means you will remove 6 of each color.
Okay.
During setup.
Easy enough.
Each player will take one of the cards that are in the game. Okay. So in the case of a 2-player, we will each have one of our cards.
So, as a reminder here, folks, green and yellow don't show up too well. So that is green for the agility, and that is yellow for the wisdom. So I promise that those are real colors.
And what we'll see here is there are 4 bags of tiles that come in the game. So what we'll do is we will open them and remove 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And pour the rest in the box. I prefer to do it this way. Just it's not actually in the rule book, but it makes it really easy for setup. So we're going to take out 6 of each. 4, 5, 6. I did want to show off the little tiles since they are the production value now. So if you want to do the little thing, because then we can see.
These, I'm assuming these are stackable.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Look at that. Oh, like a glove. So these are the 4 colors that we have, and these correlate directly to the symbols on our board. So these are strength. The blue is honor. We've got the green, which would just be invisible, so I'm just going to pretend to put one in there. So it's agility. And then the yellow one is wisdom. So those are the 4 ones that we're trying to get here.
Yeah. So did I take out? These are actually 2, 3, 4 in the game.
Okay.
Okay. So now that we've removed the tiles, we have all the tiles in the box. I prefer to do this just so that you mix them up, because during setup what you're going to do is you are going to take all of these tiles and create stacks of 3, just randomly. So you and I will just start stacking tiles.
So it doesn't matter what order we're doing anything.
Nope.
It doesn't
just grab 3 and throw them out there.
Doesn't matter if things are duplicated.
Nope.
Okay.
You could have, like this one actually turned out to be a stack of 3 reds.
Do this blindfolded if you want.
Yeah, you can. You could do it blindfolded. But basically what this does is you are actually doing the game setup right now.
Oh, okay. Simple enough. So what do these stacks represent then?
So these stacks represent the 4 attributes. Strength, agility, wisdom, and honor.
Okay.
We are all masters, and what we are doing in the game is we are trying to have the largest stack in any of the 4 attributes without having the smallest stack in any of them.
Okay.
So in the course of the game, we will be doing one of 3 actions: study, train, or test. And they're right there in front of you as this handy-dandy study guide for cheat sheet type thing right on the card.
Study, train, test.
And as we're playing, we'll do those items to get tiles to place tiles and play them and then score them. And what happens is we want to have the largest in any of the 4 attributes, but the player with the smallest in any is eliminated first at the end of the game.
Okay.
The game ends once all stacks are taken out of the center of the table. And so what we'll do is we'll just actually play a game. I'll take the starting role, and what we're going to do is we're going to each take one of these stacks and put it into our hand. These will be our starting tiles that we use to play from our hand into our scoring piles to test.
Okay.
So when you study, what you actually do in this game is you are actually taking a stack and putting it on your card.
Okay.
You may only do that up to 3 times. You can't do it again after you already have tiles.
So you can't
However,
stack the...
once these are scored or removed from the card, you can then study it again.
Okay.
So that is studying. Training is taking the top tile of any stack that's not a scoring stack. So if you wanted to, you could take the top tile of one of the middle stacks. You could take the top tile off of your own card, or the top tile of any of your opponent's stacks.
Oh, you can steal off your opponent's
Yes,
stacks.
as long as they are here, not scored.
Gotcha.
And then when you do that, it goes into your hand.
Okay.
So you will have tiles in your hand physically during the game, and once
that's hidden information.
and that's semi-hidden information once you have it. Now, once you have tiles in your hand, what you do is what you do with them is the third action, which is test. Test is playing a tile from your hand. So let's say this was the game set. I have this green tile. I'm going to test agility.
Okay.
What would happen then is I would score this one tile that I played, but I'd also score the top if it is green on any of my stacks.
Okay, so you have the potential to score up to 3 points.
Up to 3 additional, yes. If I had all green, I would take the top of each one onto it. But the thing is this. You also test agility while I test agility.
Ooh.
So you are going to score the top green tile as well.
Gotcha.
So that would then move there, and then it would go to your turn.
Okay, and you can only test the tiles that you have in your hand. Gotcha.
Correct. So that is the total of the rules.
Pretty simple.
So what we're going to do now is we'll just start playing.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a stack of tiles into my hand initially, and I will take that one.
Okay. I will take this bad boy here.
Okay. So now that we have stacks of tiles, I'll start as the first player, and I will study, train, or test. In this case, I am going to study this stack.
Okay. I'm going to study this stack here.
Okay. And then I will study this stack.
Okay. I will then study this stack here.
Okay. I am going to test red.
Mm-hmm.
So I will score this one and this one. And
So
you will score.
I will score the top from that
Correct.
one there. Okay. I will... I will study this one, this stack here.
And I'll study this one.
So now I'm going to test blue.
Yep.
So honor.
And
so I'm going to score these 2. And it's you, Tony.
And what I'm going to do here is I am going to train and take this from you.
Ooh. So I'm going to now test red.
Correct.
So I get these 2.
Yes, you do. And then I am going to train and take this green tile.
Okay. I am going to train, and I'm going to take this green tile.
Okay. I am going to test green.
Okay. I am going to... I'm going to train. I'm going to take this tile here.
Okay. I am going to study.
I will train this one here.
I'm going to test yellow.
Okay, so
Wisdom.
I'll score this yellow. I am going to study this stack here.
Okay. And I am going to test blue. Honor.
Okay. So then I am going to... I'm going to study this pile here.
Okay. I am going to study this pile.
I'm going to test the agility now.
Yep. I am going to train.
Okay. I am going to train as well.
I'm going to test wisdom.
Okay. I'm going to train one more time.
I'm going to study.
Going to test agility.
Yep.
No greens for you, Tony.
No greens for me.
Okay.
I'm going to test strength.
I am going to study this lonesome pile right here.
Train.
I'm going to test wisdom.
I'm going to study.
So I got a question for you here.
Yes.
Can I test something that I don't have any?
Correct. Yes, you can.
Okay, so I'm gonna test wisdom again.
Okay. I am going to train and take this tile from you.
Okay. I'm going to study this pile here.
Okay. You just triggered the end game.
Mm-hmm.
So what will happen is I will have a turn and you will have a turn, and then we will score the final score.
Perfect.
So what I'm going to do here is I am going to test honor.
Okay. And I'm going to test wisdom.
Okay.
I feel like I did much better this time than at Gamma.
Yes. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the stacks and see who has the smallest stack.
It seems like a personal question, Tony.
And in this instance, I have the smallest stack.
Oh, no.
So I am eliminated.
You had a nice setup going,
Yes,
but alas, one turn too short.
So the thing is that had I had, what, 5 was your small? Or yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you came back stronger then. So had we both tied and had the same smallest stack, in the case of this, neither of us would have been eliminated.
Okay.
Then it would have gone to largest stack, which again we were tied on. So it would have gone to who has the most tiles in hand. And if you're tied on tiles on hand at that point,
I did have one.
then what would happen is we would go to the person who last played.
Oh, okay.
So it goes first, eliminate the person with the smallest stack. Second, you determine winner by the largest. And then the first tiebreaker is number of tiles in hand. And second tiebreaker is the last player to play. So when you look at that, that is Senshi. That is a full 2-player game that we just played.
I didn't think that we can do it, but you got from opening the box to setting up the game, confirming a rule, and then playing it all in that allotted time. And then you also threw in a little
a little blurb about critical mass in there. So that is Senshi. It is $19.99. It's 2 to 4 players. So when you add more players in, what ends up happening is the player with the small stacks eliminated. So there are much more variables to consider in the game. So yeah, but yeah, that's Senshi. So coming out June 25th, $19.99, and we're really excited about it. It's quick, easy, fun.
I think fun's definitely the most important aspect there.
And really, it's one of those games where you can pretty much pull it out and play it anywhere. You could play, like, depending on the number of players, you can play it on a bar. You can play it at table in a restaurant easily. And, and basically,
yeah, it is pretty compact.
Yeah.
All right, Tony, thank you so much for joining us today. We really do appreciate it. And thank all of you for watching at home. We're going to be taking a brief lunch break right now, but stay tuned for more coverage throughout the day here at the PhD Speed Gaming Convention in Chicago. Signing off for now, I'm Matt.
I'm Tony.
Take care, everyone.